Hallelujah.
Blessings on blessings will follow you everywhere.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
If they deny you, they will recognize you.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Congratulations. We saw you
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Because of you, I am who I am today. I am a living testimony by your grace. You came into my life and gave me a testimony. You walked in my life, you opened the door, you give me plenty blessings. Papa, you good. Everything's so good. He's ever mighty God. The great I am. Hallelujah. 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 Hallelujah.
Blessings on blessings will follow you everywhere.
Hallelujah.
If they deny you, they will recognize you.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Congratulations. We saw you this year.
Hallelujah.
I see blessing this year putting down right on my head. I carry it go everywhere I go today. I'm a product of grace. I can never ever fail. Everything that I want is running to my life. I don't know what I've done. You keep loving me. Oh. You know that watch over my life every night and day. What I All right, folks. Welcome another day, another time here at Talk TV Media Network. The controls today is your man, your CEO, Sam Gadu. Welcome to this show, folks. Today is the 22nd of December, 2022, here in the city of Tulsa. It is cold. My people, it's cold. Extremely, extremely cold. Whew, I can't stand it. I'm ready to go to Liberia. Yeah. And deal with the warm weather because it's cold in the single digits. Single digits. But wherever you are watching us from, today is Business Talk with Sam Gadu. I have a special guest, my brother and friend who will be joining me pretty soon. So we can just chit chat, talk about business, successes and failures of business, cash flow, and what we have been talking about. I have been talking about over the past few days as well. Those of you who are in business and those of you who wants to get into business. You know, the world we live in is a business world. Wherever you go, business is everywhere around you. So welcome to the show, folks. And again, my name is Sam Gadu. Right after this quick 1 second intro song as well, I will be bringing my guest. Until then, still tuned.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Blessings on blessings go follow you everywhere.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
If they deny you, they will recognize you.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Congratulations. We saw you
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Because of you, I am who I am today. I am a living testimony by your grace. You came into my life and gave me a testimony. You walk in my life, you open the door, you give me plenty blessings. Papa, you good.
All right. Okay, we back. Since Papa has given you blessings, in fact, before I start, because time is of the essence, let me bring my colleague out there on the screen. Hey, brother from another mother. Welcome to the show, man.
Thank you so much for having me, Sam. And I've been watching you for a while now, and I find your show to be very interesting. You have um, a lot of resources, a lot of knowledge in the subject of business and content creation. So I'm so happy. I'm excited to be here. Although it's cold here, but you know what? I thank God I'm in a place I can put some heat and keep myself warm. So I'm excited to be here.
Yeah. Talking about that, when I watched the Ukrainian president yesterday speaking with the President Joe Biden, and talking about how Russia is attacking them, all their infrastructure, electricity, and this time of the year is extremely cold over there. Families are spending the season with no heat, nothing
Oh my God.
of such. We are blessed to be here. It's cold. At least we have heaters. We have heat. We can warm things up. We get in our cars. Warm the heat up, turn things up. We are grateful. We are grateful.
Absolutely, we are grateful. It could be worse because when you think you get it bad, someone somewhere in some parts of the world is going through worst. So, and if you are not always the one getting it bad, someone else is.
Yeah, I tell people most of the time, just look around the corner, just look around you, and there's every reason to be grateful. Every reason. But let's talk to people's business here, man. Who is this guy? Let me see. Let me get this down. Maybe people will get to know who he is. Let me remove my slide off the screen here, so they get to see who is this guy. Talk to us, evening, man. Who is this guy? People wondering who's this guy Sam talking to?
Well, man, this is always a tough question when people ask you who you are, What should I say? I am someone who is here to serve. That's always that I always put it. I am not saying that I'm a politician, but I always consider myself someone who's a servant, who's a public servant, who's a servant of the humankind. I'm an author.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an author. I released a book last year, A Light Regardless, which is a book that I wrote to challenge the norm of division in humankind. And when I say a servant of the humankind, and I try to promote that in everything that I do. And despite of everything that we see, all of the fights, all of the hate, and all of the division we have,
right?
Whether we are a man, a woman, and we are a Christian and non-Christian, and Buddhist and atheist, there's one thing that holds our world together. One thing. Guess what this is?
What is it? Tell us.
We are all human.
Humans. That's it.
Whether you're black, white, Asian, Hispanic, it doesn't matter where you're from in the world. The one thing that holds our world together is the fact that we are all human. Wow. So I am an author. I'm a content creator. and I'm also a digital marketer. I help small businesses uh, build and maintain an online presence.
Wow, content creators, you guys are the main people that we need in this industry. That you guys are the ones that we need in this industry. And without you guys, how can we survive? Especially those of us who are so novice. You know, it's a beautiful thing, and this is what we talk about, and that take us into business, right? I wanted us to just talk about business. I tell most people, business is those of us that are in business. We know why we're in it, and the biggest question is when someone comes to me sometimes to talk about business, I ask why business, you know, and some of them give me different reasons why they want to do business. Sometimes why other people, why are you in business in the first place? Because there are different reasons why people do things, you know. Some of it on the overall is for the money, the profit side of it. You know, some people it's just something they enjoy doing as a passion. You know, some people they're just in there for a short time. That's it. And so I was looking at narrowing some of these things, and as a business person like you, I would love to find out why business. Why are you in business? Because what you're doing is business, content creation, an author, book writer. These are resources people need to hear or learn from.
The way I see it, when we look at the world, without someone at some time, at some point of time, thought about something to create, a lot of things wouldn't make sense. For example,
Mhm.
if someone did not think about creating this microphone that we are using right now,
Right.
we have a voice, but we wouldn't be able to project that voice to the public. We wouldn't be able to use our voices to add value to other people, to each other. So I think business, the way I see it, and, and and you're right. Some people in it just for the money, but at the end of the day, is not for the money. Is to add value to someone else, because
Mm,
whatever you
I like
do,
that. I like
what
that value.
whatever business you do, every business, there's one thing that they have in common. They solve a problem.
Right.
Okay, so business people are problem solvers. So for example, you do give me one of the businesses that you do. I know you have 3,000 of them.
Oh no, I wish I had them just like you. I run a lawn service. I mean, that's something I do for a living. I run a lawn service company, right? And
Mhm.
you touch very key points.
So
Problem solvers, all of those.
So, for example, right? So when you have a house, right, and you have this grass, and it looks like a bush is very high, it's not attractive. So there
Right,
is a problem, right?
right.
So you are that guy, you are the problem solver, and that can say, you know what? Oh, when I have some friends coming over, they will not see that I live in a bush, and
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna call Sam to make sure that the front yard, the backyard look attractive. You solve a problem. So I think this is, even though some people might think it's just for money, but at the end of the day, you adding a value to someone. You are solving a problem. So for example, in my space of digital marketing
Right.
and every business out there, because times have changed so much, right?
Mm-hmm.
And right now, if you have a business, you don't have an online presence, you most likely don't have a business, right? So after you use your friends, you use your family, you stuck. You stuck.
Yeah.
There's a whole world out there looking for you, but because you are not present online on the uh, World Wide Web, those people that are looking for you, they can find you. It's not that your service isn't good. Your service is great. However, you have people looking for you, they can find you. So myself, I would be to solve that problem.
You know, I like what you're talking about, especially yes, the profit will come, you'll make the money.
Mhm.
But one of the major things you just mentioned, talked about, has to do with problem solving. And as you delve on that and talked about it, everything was like everywhere. Someone, you go to a hospital, it's someone
Mhm.
who established a hospital.
Mhm.
Isn't it's saving lives,
Yes.
solving problems. You know, real estate. Someone's build properties, establish construction and all of that stuff. It has to do with someone coming to live in it,
Mhm.
solving a problem. And you were so right on the point. And most people forget when you ask this big question on the screen, why business? The first thing that goes to mind is profit, money. The money will come. The money will flow when you solve the problem.
Mhm.
When you solve the problem. So you're right. And in solving this problem, I tell people too, where I narrow is, don't do something that you're not called to do.
Mhm.
You have to have a passion for something in order for it to last. Or sometimes I ask people, how long do you want this business to stay with you? If it's just temporary, get in, get out kind of stuff. But for you and I, those of us who are into business, to making sure that we're here to solve this problem, it is our passion. I tell folks in my family, this is true. Evening, if you put me on a pulpit to preach, when I'm done within 30 minutes, I get a headache. When you put me on a pulpit to talk about business, uh, business, just talk,
Mhm.
and motivational speaker, I will do it all day and won't get tired.
Absolutely. And I
That's
feel the same way. I feel the same way about, and sometimes I'm at this desk working on a client, and sometimes I just forget. I forget if I had lunch.
it happens to me.
I forget if I
It
had
happens
lunch
to me.
because I'm so into what I'm doing,
Yes,
and
that's
it's
right.
like, oh, it's like I'm enjoying myself,
Enjoying it. Why? Because it is a passion.
and it's not work at that point. It's not work anymore. It's called just having fun.
That's it. When
It's
you're
just
having
having fun.
fun doing business, that's when money comes, because what's happening is you are at a point wherein you realize money, no money, you enjoy doing this thing. When money comes, that's the addition. And this is where most people here in America, it's hard for me to say it, but I say it, most white people get to find that early in the lives of their children by giving them toys. And they gravitate towards certain toys that they play, that they like more than the other ones. Then you push your child in that direction, right? To educate them, to help them understand, along the way, the kind of person they will be. Like my son Titus. Titus love computers, game, math kinds of stuff. When you bring that stuff, you challenge him, he's right on it like that. What does that tell me? This boy, he would sit on a computer and play with games and read and read and read and never get tired. He goes to the library, would take him to the library. He takes about 30 books. This is a 12-year-old.
Wow.
Yeah. See, what does that say? That means as a parent, you got to stir that child in that direction so they
Mhm.
can grow in that area. That is the beauty of business. But then I tell people, business formation, right? Most people want to know what it takes to start a business. The first thing I advise people is make it legit.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure it's legal. You know, it doesn't matter what part of the world you're in, whether you're in America, Europe, you're in Africa, wherever. If you want to do business on a professional level, you want to make it legitimate. And that means by registering it, coming up with a name. I tell people name is very, very important when it comes to business formation, business location, very, very key. All of those, you know, because if you want to name, you want to give your business a name wherein when someone calls it or someone is passing and read it, they know exactly. You don't have to explain what it is by just saying it. You know, branding, your logo.
Mm-hmm.
You know, your logo is your image. That speaks about you. You know, you a content creator, you know what I'm talking about. This is what you do for people.
Yeah. And the other thing too, I wanted to add, many times we want to start a business, but we overcomplicate it. We overcomplicate things instead of looking for the information, and everything is out there.
Right.
You know,
It
it
is.
doesn't matter what state you live right now. You can just go to Google and type your state, whatever state name, Secretary of State.
Mm-hmm.
Then you will find information on how to file for an LLC, and then it will give you everything that you need to know. And you want to get an EIN number.
Right.
You just go to irs.gov, and all of that information
Or the Small
is
Business Administration
available.
at the SBA.
Right. Whether you want to do it yourself or pay somebody to do it. But the key thing is the information is available. And I say this sometimes, and I hear people say, "Oh my gosh, this is the worst time of our lives." I'm like, what? Are you kidding me? This is the best time of our lives. We're free walking and talking and being able to get online and find out what's going on in a part of the world that you've never been. This is the best time.
Yeah, that is so amazing. I'm telling you. It is so key because business is this is not how business used to be done. Technology has brought business to a whole different level.
Mm-hmm.
A whole different level. Because I don't have to be in China, you know, I don't have to be in Africa. I'm right here, and with a click of a button, I'm able to reach masses. People will be able to buy my products. You know, that's how simple it has become. So you're right. I mean, this is the best time.
And
best
sometimes
time.
you don't even have to own the product.
Yeah, that's another part. That's another.
You don't even own the inventory. You don't even have to have a big warehouse full of stuff. And you can do it by just find out how. And so much training available as well on the internet for you to be able to do what you want to do.
Right. Another area is I tell people when you're starting a business, just like what we talked about, has to do with knowing your competition.
Very
It's
important.
very, very key. The demography, your competition. It doesn't matter. You have to know who you're competing with and what is it that they are doing different from you, or you can do different from what they are already doing.
What makes you stand out?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Very key. If you answer those questions, it will help you to strategize, to retool by knowing your competition. Years ago, I used to run a moving company. Yeah, I just slow it down for the
I know
past.
because you move my stuff.
Yeah, I know for the past 1 to 2 years, right? And so before I could even do that, I knew all the moving companies in Tulsa,
Mm-hmm.
and I knew what they were charging per hour, what their rates were, all of that. Then I realized what services do they offer.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if someone is moving on the second floor, third floor, or first floor, the prices are all different. And then I realized, how do I do business different from what they are already doing that will make me stand out, giving me less time to advertise and not kill myself advertising and all of that stuff. And I did it. You know, I did it for 15 years. I was successful at it. That's what got me to where it is, transition from there to another area of life, but it helped me in a long way because I knew what I used to do was, and this is a trick that you do, those of you who want to start businesses, you call your competitors as though you're a customer.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I want to move. How much you guys charge? What are your rates? Ask them as though you are a client.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I used to do. And when I get that information, it gives you. So if you're selling the product, nowadays you can go online, you find out what products, how much people are selling it, Amazon, eBay, all of those, in your community, whatever it is. So that way you can market it, effectively and better. And then unlike most of us that do businesses here, sometimes I delve into the Liberian economy. People do what they call hand-to-mouth kind of businesses. You can succeed in that kind of business if you're doing a hand-to-mouth business, wherein you sell today, you make the profit today, and you eat the profit. Then, you end up because now you sell whatever you got today, and then the profit you made, you take that home. You have to buy food for the kids, all of that, school, and all of that, and then the next day you go sit back in to sell. So it becomes a vicious circle going around and around and around, and you see no progress.
In other words, you are eating the business, right? The business is your food.
Yeah.
Now, and it's very tough, and a lot of people do it because a lot of people think of it like, you know what, I'm gonna start this business. Let me go ahead and quit my job and just start a business. Sometimes it's not always the right idea, but if you keep what you have, whatever income that you have that is paying for your roof, that is paying for your clothes, for your food, and while you are working at a very, very slow pace, building that business, you have more chance of achieving success,
right?
Because you're not counting on. So let's say I'm doing landscape, and someone hired me and pay me $50 just to do it for the week.
Mm-hmm.
And I go in and just take my $50 and go to the mall and just spend my $50 in some jeans or some shirts. Now, if I need to pay someone to advertise this business, I want to have that money to do it. I want to be able to have something so that I can keep feeding that baby.
That baby. Because that's it.
That's exactly what it is. It's a baby. So when you have, I don't have any kids. So for people who have kids,
you need to hurry up, man. What are you wasting time for?
And I took care of a lot of kids in my life, a lot of my nephews and nieces. So you just got to feed them every day, because they don't have a job. So it's the same for the business. The business is a baby.
It is a baby.
It's a baby that is going to take time to, was it crawl? Is that right? Is that the word?
Yeah, crawling.
And
start
then
walking.
They can stand and
Holding
walk.
stuff to stand.
And once they can fully walk without, someone holding them. Oh, now you don't have an adult. You don't have a baby anymore. You have a grown business, and now you are able to get into other things, to invest in other things. But until then, you really got to look at it as a baby.
That is, no better way you've said. That's it. And that's just to add, to piggyback on that. Another thing I normally tell people is it's like a farmer who goes on a farm to plant crops. You won't just go and plant the seed and walk away and expect something at the end of the season. You plant, whether if it is corn, whatever it is, that you plant, you have to water it. You have to make sure that animals don't come around to kill that plant. The crops and stuff, whether it's watermelon, whatever it is, you got to shield it, you got to protect it, you got to nurture it every day. And when it grows to that level, then you know what to do. It is a baby. Business is a baby, and when you do it as a passion, that's when you will only know that it's a baby.
Yeah. So that means everything you do, there's a process.
Right.
Process. So just like you explained in the farming example, so the process, you plant, then you got to give it time for the next step. So there's a process to get to that next step. You got to water. You got to make sure that that plant receives enough sunlight. Enough sunlight in order to nurture. So in order to have nurture, you have to be concerned about the process, because it's the process that you have to be deeply involved in that process so that you can achieve that success that you are aiming.
And most people are not willing to go through the process. They want the profit, the money. They want what comes after the process instead of going through the process. You see, this is mad. I say this often. 1 hour on the show talking about business is nothing. We'll never do it justice. Look at the topic you just talked about. Why would someone jealous you or envy you when they don't know what you've been through to get what you have? There's no reason. Whether you've passed through the process, the fire, evening, I can tell you, to be where I'm at, it took a process, a lot of work. When I used to print flyers and business cards and hit Walmart parking lots and leaving flyers to people, to drivers, vehicles, car windows, and talking and hitting every community and street signs. When the city is telling you don't put street signs, I put them in corners strategically. I go out. Number one, I had to sacrifice, never had time to go and party and have fun with friends all the time, because I was nurturing this baby. I was focused with this baby. So I got rid of distraction. And this is some of the area where most people make mistakes, because they want to have this baby, they forget about the process of what it entails to go through the business or life to become successful at it. They just want the end result. And this is how failure starts. And that's one of the main key to the pillars to business success. You have to be willing to go through the process. It doesn't matter whether it's a small business or big. You have to thrive. You have to go through the process to succeed. That is so key. Then funding comes in. Do you have to have $1 million to start a business? Do you have to have $50 to start a business? People ask, what do I need? How much do I need to start a business? And just to talk about that a little bit. The story of Moses in the Bible, when God asked him to go and free the children of Israel, right? That is one of my favorite topics that I always bring when I'm talking about business. When Moses said, "But how am I going to do this? I'm nothing. I have
so many excuses."
Yeah, so many excuses, until God asked him, "Moses, what is that in your hand? What is it?" He saw it as just a rod. He said, "It's a rod. It's a stick." He said, "Dropped it." He dropped it, turned into a snake. He said, "Picked it up by the tail." Turns by, it's like, go. So most people do not know what is in their hand.
Yes.
They are always looking for something else outside of what the comfort of what God has given them to work with. They're looking on the outside instead of looking on the inside.
It makes sense what you said, because so that tells me God would never ask you to do something that he has not equipped you for.
That's it.
If he asks you for it, that means you already have it in you, because God is not going to violate his own laws. He's not going to violate his own laws. So he created the fish, and he's not going to put the fish on a dry land.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a violation of his own laws.
That's right. That's right.
So if he asks you to start, so let me just choose a different example. If he asks you to start a graphic design company, because he knows that you're going to be able to draw.
Right.
You have a lot of images in your head. When you think in images. That means you have that ability to translate those images on paper.
Artistically.
So, yes. So you have everything you need to start. If God truly asks you to do it, I mean, you already have it in you.
It's in you.
Now, here's the thing. Here's an example. You know, like when you apply for a credit card, right?
Right.
You receive that credit card in the mail. You cannot go to Walmart with that credit card and just buy juice and just swap that card for it to work. It's not going to work.
You need a PIN code and
you have to activate that card. Many of us, we have that in us, but we just never think about activating it.
Activating it. That's so cool. That's so good. I like that.
So
I like that example.
We may have the gift to talk to people, to make people feel better about themselves. We may have the gift to counsel people. We may have the gift to help people understand their worth, their value in this life. We may have the gift to do business. We may have the gift to do so many things. But many of us, we don't know because we do not activate those gifts, those talents we have in us.
That is so good. That is so good.
So we have that credit card. We have to activate it.
It has to be, and that gift is within you. So you just need to discover that gift and activate it, because a lot of you are out there doing what you shouldn't be doing. You are doing other people's stuff. You're doing things that you don't have no passion, no love for. That's all we're saying here. If you're doing something you have no passion or love for, you're not going to excel in it like that. You got to have the love and the passion for it within you, because the gift is within you. The passion is there. The business is within you. All you need to do is discover it and find ways how to grow it, how to bring it out. Right? And that has to do with, one, company. Who do you hang around with? Yeah. Well, who's your company in the first place? Who do you go to for advice? Those things. If I'm a business guy and I'm going to talk to someone who has no idea about business, what is that? Do I expect to succeed? No. They say iron sharpens iron. You and I can tell we can sit here and talk all day, we will not get tired, because we're sharpening each other. And you see how we cannot complete each other? You know, when you touch something, I know where you're going. When I touch something, you know where I'm heading. You know, we connect. That connection is there because why? We know that business is our thing.
You make a very good point, Sam. And sometimes you have a big idea. Oh my gosh, you just wake up like and you feel like your hair is like flying. Like, oh my gosh, it's such a big idea. And the very first mistake that we make sometimes, and we take that big idea and we share that big idea with someone with a small mind.
With a small mind.
With a small mind. I mean, we kill this baby before in the first trimester, in the first few seconds, before even giving that baby life.
Yeah.
That baby, because we share that big idea.
And because you share it, not to cut you off, they're going to tell you, man, I don't think that's possible. You know, how are you going to do that? You don't even have the money. You know, how are you going to do it? That's not possible. That's how they're going to, start discouraging you. Go ahead. Sorry about that.
Yeah, because many times we share our ideas to people, right? If the person is not the right person, that person will project their own fears, their own failures towards you. Be like, you know what? Because I did not succeed in this, you are not going to succeed. Because I have failed in something similar, you are going to fail too. So that's why for me, and I have friends and family members and people that I love and I respect. At the same time, if I have a great idea, trust me, if I know my brother is not an expert in some field, in the field that I want, I'm not going to ask him. If my sister the same way, if my mom the same way, I am not going to. I'm gonna go find someone who has ideas, that they were able to give birth successfully and can give me advice. Because you cannot give what you don't have.
Oh, you need to go on that one more time.
You cannot give what you don't have. And many times where people, they just talking. But if you don't have it, you cannot give it. So if someone they don't have any success in the area that I want to succeed, why should I go to them?
Right? You cannot give what you don't have. That is the line. You cannot. You have to have it within you. You have to have it. And it helps so much to go to someone you want to do business, and you see someone who's doing in business, who is in business, and is successful in business, or someone who has done business and has been successful at it. Those are people you want to go to, for practical legal advice. And just like you can't just go in a courtroom to defend yourself. You gotta go to the lawyer.
See, the true entrepreneur is not selfish, right?
Yeah, that's true.
It's not selfish. Many times we think in our mind, we already put so much barriers in our mind. Oh my gosh, if I go ask Sam how to start a landscape business, he's gonna say, "Oh no, I don't want to tell you." No, but in reality, the true entrepreneur is someone who wants the world to succeed.
That's it.
Want the world to succeed, because the first thing, the reason why they started the business in the first place is because they wanted to add value. They wanted to solve a problem. And we have a world with so many problems. So many problems. So we have to create. We have to bring so many solutions.
So many, and it's like solving this problem. Look at the airplanes that will fly. They're Wright brothers.
Yeah.
They're Wright brothers, man. All around today, they'll be flying up and down.
It's magical.
Yeah, look at the car, the vehicles, the light, electricity that you and I enjoy today. It's someone coming up with the idea, I want to help solve the problem. I want to be an integral or part of this universe, this global village that I find myself in. And this is all business. So folks, you find yourself in an organization or a group, a church, whatever it is, ask yourself, what do I bring? What value do I bring on the table? Here, how can I help this institution to grow? What can I do? Always look for areas that others are where others are not looking, and you'll find a solution. And if you are the solution finder in any grouping, you that institution will not just let you go.
Mhm.
They won't let you go. They'll keep you. They will offer you more money to keep you.
Yeah, because people don't pay you. People don't pay you for your smile. People don't pay you because you look good. They pay you because you solve a problem.
That's it. That is it.
Yeah.
Wow, folks, it's been fascinating. Welcome to the show. Those of you who are watching with us online, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, wherever you're watching us, Instagram. Welcome to the show today, Thursday, is Business Talk, and with me is my friend and brother Ethan, a graphic designer, a writer. Those of you who, man, you're gonna have to talk to the people about yourself, man. You doing 1 million things, too many, within you. You got too many babies you got in you. You got to talk to the people about what you do because we need to find time, you and I, so you can come one-on-one on the show. We got to talk about all the good things you do.
So thank you for letting me do that. So I have, and I'm sure there's a lot of people watching us live right now. They are interested in the topic because they have a goal, they have a dream, they have a baby, they are pregnant with a baby, and that baby, as we highlighted so many times in this conversation, is that business. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be a barbershop, could be a hair salon, could be a landscape, it could be a graphic design company, it could be a website design company, whatever it is, and something that you believe that is going to add value to other people. And one thing that in any business, anything that you want to start, the key is you have to be able to build and maintain relationships. And when I've done sales, people used to oh my gosh, I think you're a good salesman. I'm like, no, I'm not a good salesman. I don't sell anything. I don't sell anything. You have a product. If let's say this is the mug, right? This
Right.
mug, if this mug solves a problem, right? You need this mug every morning to put coffee or tea to go to work. Therefore, the mug solves a problem.
And it keeps it warm.
The mug will sell itself. Now, my job is to connect with people who might be interested in the mug and build a relationship with them. And that's all you need. If you are able to talk to someone, connect, and you build a relationship, and then you don't have to worry about the sales part. Because the salesman is someone who's going to say, you know what? Hey, here's a mug. Buy this, $25.99. Okay?
Right. Yeah.
That's the salesperson. But the relationship builder, they're going to get involved in the conversation to find out exactly what you need. What are your needs? How can I help you? Now, after I listen to your needs, I say, you know what? This is how I can help you. This is the solution that I'm bringing. So to bring that, as far as building relationship, I have developed an app. So this app, when you go somewhere, whether you're starting a business, you already have a business, and many of us, we are familiar with what we call, oh my goodness, I don't even have them on my desk anymore. Okay, there's one. Business cards, right?
Right.
So we pass out business cards. We go to church, we go to Walmart, we go to the grocery store, we go to a convention, an event. We pass out business cards. And many of us, we have boxes of them in our offices, in our garage. And we change phone numbers.
In our cars, compartments.
Yeah. So we change phone numbers. We got to go and print more. We change address. We got to go and print more. And we get married. We change names. We got to go and print more. So these are becoming almost obsolete. So what I've developed is an app. and you can call it a digital business card. And that app
Right.
would allow you to share. And I have a sample here if I had access to share it with people. So it would allow you to share that with people. They can scan a QR code on their phone, and they would have all of your contact information, everything that's you would want someone to know about your business. In addition to that, they can download it on their phone, because everybody has a phone, right?
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. That's
Everybody
good.
doesn't have a
Are you
computer.
able to drop that link in a live link right while we talk?
Absolutely.
I should have gotten that from you to just put it up for people to see. But
So-
believe me, you have a whole full 1 hour show to talk about what you do, man.
So
you-
so you go somewhere. So I'll put the link in the chat for you. So you meet someone, and you want to let them know what you do. So
Right.
all you have to do, you just give them that card, and they scan it, and then they have your information. Let me see if I can, if it's possible.
That is pretty good. That's pretty good, because what that is doing is you trying to get rid of
Mhm.
bring what you call the environment,
Mhm.
getting rid of pollution and all of that, papers and all of
Absolutely.
that stuff. You know, yeah. That's
So this is a sample, right?
hmm
This is just a sample. It's not a real business. It's just a demo. So, and for someone who has like a salon, for example, right? You can have a banner of your business, right?
hmm
And then here you have your name and your title, right? A button to add the contacts, right?
right.
And then you have. So, are you able to give me access to share screen on here?
I thought I just share it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, the link you just sent me, I just share it.
Awesome. So
Yeah.
basically, they can they have access to your email address with just a click. Just click email, click call, click WhatsApp, click, and then just go to your Facebook page. Not click, I would say tap, because we're using our fingers. We're using our fingers. So
Right,
basically,
right.
in the bio about you, right, and the gallery to show your products and services, right?
Wow.
And of course, as you know, people gotta be able to find you. So a map, if you have a physical location. Thank you for doing that. And also very important, reviews, because when you go and shop for a service or product, you want to know what other people are saying.
Yeah, reviews are too important. Very
About
key.
that product, about that service. This is what we call online reputation, which is very
Right.
key. So you got to be able to have a reputation online, what people say about you, the testimonials, the reviews. And also, lastly, we have the contact form. They can just fill out the information, and then you receive that email in the form of an email in your inbox for you to be able to contact that person.
And be able
Very
to
important,
Wow.
because we go to events all the time, and especially after COVID, people don't want to touch people's nasty business cards anymore.
Nah, he's doing his sale part right there.
You don't want to touch your card because
He's doing his sale. That's a sale. That's a sale line right there. Like I said,
because this
hands
card,
ahead.
so many
Yeah.
terms, you don't want to touch it. But you can actually scan my QR code. You can actually
And everything just pop up, just like that.
actually do this, and just scan this with your phone, and this I have right now will be on your phone too,
Wow,
without touching.
that's
And
good. That's
another
beautiful.
reason why these business cards. Now, I'm not saying that having a business card is not good, right? It's still good. It works. Traditional marketing still works, right?
That's what our, yeah, just like you said, that's the right word, traditional marketing.
But many times,
But the world is advancing from a digital standpoint.
right?
So
Many times I go to an event. Someone, hey, you know what? Hey, I'm so happy to meet you. Here's my business card. What happened? I take that business card and I put it in my pocket. And the weekend comes and I'm doing laundry and I forgot that business card was in my pocket.
believe me, I'm one of those who take most people business cards, never even get to look.
Right. And I wash the business card and I don't have that contact again. You lose that potential customer. You lose that potential client.
Right.
Now, this is in your pocket every day. Some people, they can be going to a very important event and they forget their phones, they will go back and get it.
Right. You're right.
So why not having your business card in everybody's pockets? And they're not going to wash this and lose it. Because people, especially in our society, they have so much love for their phones.
We love. I mean, that's the day and age where the world is turning us, so much in love with our laptops, tablets, and phones and stuff. I think that's it. I think let's make time so you can come back. You need to come back on the show, especially for your business.
I'd love to.
We need to talk to you about that, so that way, because I think it now makes sense where most people need that kind of stuff, plus the other services, and also to talk about your book too. That's another thing. I would love for us to talk about your book and the things that you do, because you never know. We are helping people. We are helping. It's all about helping, making the world a better place through business. That's what we do. And as we come to the close of this segment of Business Talk with Sam, we literally just have about 2-3 minutes left. No better way to thank you, man, for coming today. I will let you give your parting comments, and then I'll let you go so I can close.
Well, first of all, I thank you for thinking about me to bring me on the show, and you, I have to say, you bring a lot of value because you are resourceful, and the audience watching you right now, and I want to let them know that when you have someone who has done it, that's the person that you got to listen to. When you have that big idea, that big dream, make sure that you cherish that dream. You find every way that you can to nurture that dream, because that dream is your baby. And if you don't feed that baby, the baby will be malnourished. The baby will get hurt. It's the same for your business. It's the same for everything in your life. Whatever idea, whoever you are, you got to cherish that person, who you are.
Right.
Because no one is going to do it for you. You first got to love yourself. You got to know that you are valuable. And the last thing I want to say, that I encourage you to run your race. Because we can be confused. We can be in so many different places because we are looking at the person next to us. We're trying to run somebody else's race. But I encourage you to focus on yourself and run your race according to your pace. This is how you're going to be able to achieve what you want to achieve.
Wow.
And the best time to start is now.
It's now. Well said. Well said. Man, well said. You said it right. Said it right. No better way to run this race. It's an honor to always have you on the show, my brother. Stay in your lane, just like you said. He's saying stay in your lane. Yeah, stay in your lane, folks. Some of y'all, let me talk to y'all Librarian people. Some of y'all don't know how to stay in your lane. Y'all want to do everything. Everything. You see John Brown doing this, you see Mary doing it, you want to do it. Stay in your lane. Find the thing you love to do, you enjoy. Stay inside it. Do it. God will bless you. Stay in your lane. You want to be artist? You want to be this? You want to be pastor? You want to be this? You want to be all over the place? That's why some of you, when you all like that, you have no direction. You lose a sense of direction and purpose. You know, so stay in your lane, because when you stay in your lane, I stay in my lane, we make the world a better place. We bring the world alive from a business standpoint. Evening, I'm happy to have you today, man. And next week, I'll see how well I can get you back on the show so we can get things rolling. And I keep forgetting, I like your backdrop, hustle, grind, execution.
Oh, it's actually not a backdrop. These are real posters.
Oh, that's a poster. Okay.
Yeah, these are real posters.
Wow.
And this is a copy of my book, and these are real posters.
Hustle, grind, execution. I like that.
Yeah, these are the things that I do every day. You know,
I like that.
You gotta hustle.
That's awesome.
You gotta grind. You gotta execute the thoughts and ideas.
Yeah.
You gotta put them into action. You got to blow breath into them.
That's it. That's how folks, that's how we gonna end today's show. But before we do, tomorrow we'll be here with a traditional programming, Kisi. And of course, Saturday, we'll be here with politics and sports as well. So follow us, follow Talk TV Media Network, share the link. I'm talking to some medical practitioners to begin a restart the Talk TV Media Health Talk as well, so that way we can get it all going, especially in this day and age where health is very, very key, with viruses all over the place and stuff. So we need to resume that very, very soon when it comes to health. So, as I always say, man, folks, you know, you can't finish eating the apple. We got to keep some of it for next time. Don't always do what I do. Always only do what God wants you to do. Adios.
Thank you, Sam. Have a good day, my brother.
You too.
Congratulations. We saw you
Hallelujah. Because of you, I am who I am today. I am a living testimony by your grace. You came into my life and gave me a testimony. You walked in my life, you opened the door, you give me plenty blessings. Papa, you good. Everything so good. He's ever mighty God. The great I am. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Blessings will follow you everywhere.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
If they deny you, God bless you.
Hallelujah.
Hey, my Liberian people, if you don't find any other better network that you can market on, or that you can listen to, or that you can get the best of the best, this is the network, Talk TV Media Network. We are an online broadcast network right now, and we are looking at expanding eventually in the future. But right now, this is the best place to reach out, because Talk TV Media Network, we are the voice for the voiceless. We are the voice for you, all the Liberian people. Right now, you'll be able to find us on Facebook. You'll be able to find us on YouTube. You'll be able to find us on Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, LinkedIn. Those are all the broadcast network platforms that you can find us. We are based in Liberia. We are based here in the United States as well. So we're not a small network. We're bringing you information that is factual, that is true, that matters to you. the community, the people, and the government. We are not a political party. We do not owe any allegiance or we do not partner with any political party. We are an independent network. That is what Talk TV Media can do. This is what we do. Okay? We talk about politics. Anything about politics, we talk about it. We talk about healthcare. We talk about business. Yes, business empowerment, human empowerment. We talk about music. You know, there are a lot of people that are talented. Music. We talk about sports. All of that. Those are all the different things in communities, in people's lives we talk about. Anything that is important for people to benefit from or to know about. This is where we talk about it. Talk TV Media Network. So don't go there and just check for checking's sake. Subscribe, follow us, share us, like us, and save time on your phone or on your laptop. So whenever we come on, you will get that notification that we are on live. Talk TV Media Network. You can check us on our website at talktvmedia.com as well. So Talk TV Media is here to stay. Because why? We are the voice for the voiceless. The Liberian people say, the people who now get mouth to talk, we are that mouth for them. We are that mouthpiece. This is what we do at Talk TV Media Network. So stay tuned. Okay? We love you. Why? Because you make us what we are. You make us to do what we do best. Until then, I'll see you in our next broadcast. Every week, every day. Follow us online. Okay? We love you.